Hi, welcome to Ramesh Soft Video Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about inner classes and the importance of inner class in Java as well as the importance of inner class in Selenium. So we use the Selenium inner classes inside in by class. So we'll see of once this topic is done, we'll see how they implemented this inner class concept in Selenium as well as Java. Now, so what is a inner class? A class inside another class is called inner class. Like methods comma variables of a class, even we can have a class as well as a part of a member. The class within is called nested class. That is, the class within another, the class within the class is called what? Nested class. And the class that holds the inner class is called what? Outer class. Now let me write the syntax here. Just observe here, class, outer, and inside this class we can have inner class, and close the outer class. Now this class is called what? Outer class. This class is called what? Inner class. First of all, why we use nested classes means number one, it is a way of logically grouping classes that are only used in one place. So why we use nested classes? Number one, it is a way of logically grouping classes that are only used in one place. Nested classes represent a special type of relationship, that is, it can access all data members and methods of outer class including private. So third one is we can get a optimization. Fourth one, we can get a encapsulation mechanism with this inner classes. Next one. Now we have total two types of inner class are there. One is inner class mechanism, one more is static inner class mechanism. And in this inner classes, we are having three categories of inner classes. One is local inner class, second one is anonymous inner class, third one is member inner class. Let's go with the first one. So first of all, what is a inner class? So creating a class inside another class is called inner class. It is also called as a Java member class. We can declare inner class as a private but not outer class as a private. When we declare a class as a private, it can be accessed outside the class. That is, it can be accessed from an object outside the class, and we can access through a method. That means, just let me write a sample example so that you people can easily understand what I am talking. Just observe here what I am doing here. Let me open Eclipse. So let me create one class. Inner class test. Now create class test1. Inside this outer class level, I am writing one method public void hello. So inside this I am writing SYSO of outer class hello method. Now inside this class, let me take one more class, inner class test2 class. Inside this class I am writing display method. Now I am writing public SYSO of inner class display method. Now see here. So if you want to access outer class data, so already we know, just create object of what? Outer class, right? Now see here what I'm doing, just create object for outer class. Now what is my outer class? Test1. Now I'm writing test1 t is equal to new test1. Now I can call what is that method? T dot hello method. And if I run this program, run as Java application. So outer class hello method is going to be executed. Now I want to access this inner class, right? So if you want to access inner class data on outer class object, now call what is that? Inner class. Now we are creating instance on top of what? Outer class object. Now I am writing test2. Now see here what is going to happen now. So import test2. Yes. Now see here what happens on this test2. Can I call display method? Yes. Now see here, right click, run as Java application. See here, it means I am accessing outer class as well as inner class. Now see here, can we declare outer class as a abstract? Yes. Now see here, yes sir. Now are you able to create the object? No. Can we declare the inner class abstract? Yes. Yes sir. But can we create the object? We cannot. So if I declare, can I declare this outer class as a private? You cannot. We should not declare the outer class as a what? Private. But we can declare a inner class as a what? Private. A inner class as a private. Now see here, when we are declaring inner class as a private, outside the class, can we access? We cannot. That's why see here what I am getting. Change the visibility of test2 what? So to something public or protected. That's why when the inner class is private, we cannot access this data outside the class. Now how to access? That is, whenever we declare inner class as a private, it cannot be accessed from an object outside the class, and we can access through a what? Method. So what it means, just observe here what I am doing. So in outer class, let me write one method, public void access. I am writing some method, public void access. Let me create object of this class, test2. Test2 is equal to new test2. Now on this test2 object, call what is the method? Display method. Now if you want to call this access this method, simply call what is that method? Call this method which is there as a part of what? Outer class, right? Now call t dot, what is that method? Access method. Now see here, can we execute inner class and outer class data as well or not? Yes. Run as Java application. Yes. Somewhere it is showing compile time. Where it is? Compilation problem. Go back somewhere. Okay. Shift and Control save it. Now right click. Now right click. Run as Java application. Yes. Are we able to access or not? Yes. That means whenever we declare inner class as a private, so it cannot be accessed from an object outside the class, and we can access through a what? Method. So next one. So method local inner class. We can create a class inside the method is called method local inner class. The scope of method local inner class is restricted to within the inner class. So let me go with one example so that you can understand very easily. Right click, new class, method local test. Now see here what I am doing. Now just observe here what I am doing. So let me take, now I am taking one method as void hello. Now inside this method I am taking something, string name is equal to, now I am taking name as a Ramesh Soft. Now let me create a method local inner class. Method local inner class. That is, we are creating method local inner class inside the where method. As we are creating a class inside the method, that's why we are calling it as about method local inner class. Now class method inner class. Now inside this class, let me write one method print some method, dummy methods I am writing. Public void print. Now here I am writing syso of name is what is the name plus name. So what is the name is there here? name. Now control space. Now name. Now close this inner class. Yes, close the method. Now see here, I am accessing the inner class. Now see here how I am accessing. See here, I am accessing the inner class. Here method is closed. Here what? Class is closed. Now see here what I am doing. Let me write the main method. Now inside the main method. So before that main method, what I am doing it here is just observe it. Once that inner class is method local inner class is done, let me create the object of this method inner class. So method inner something test is equal to new method inner. Now I am doing test dot what is that method? Test dot print method, because the scope of this method inner class is what? Within the class, within the what? Method. That's why I am calling this method inner class within the where? Within the method. As we know that whenever we declare a variable or methods inside a method, the scope is what? Within the method. That's why the scope of this method local inner class is what? Within the method. That's why I am calling these things before closing the what? Method. Right? Now see here what I am doing. Now create the object for this class. Method local test is equal to new method local test. Now call what is that method? Test dot hello method. Now see here what happens. Right click or run as Java application. See here what is the name? Name is RameshSoft. It means inside the method, can we declare the classes? Yes, sir. Such classes will become like a what? Method inner classes. What is the scope of method local inner classes? Within the method. So if you want to access, we should access what? Within the method, but we can call from anywhere. That's why after closing this inner class, before closing the method, I am calling what? This is method local inner class, right? So, and I am accessing this one as the part of what? Hello method. That's why whenever I call hello method, what is happening? My inner class which is there as the part of hello method is executing or not? Yes, sir. Now this concept is called method local inner classes. And third one, what is the third one? Anonymous inner class. That is an inner class declared without a class name is known as anonymous inner class. In case of anonymous class, we declare and instantiate them at the same time. Now see here the syntax how to do it this anonymous class. Just observe here. Let me write the syntax. Now see here what I am doing. It doesn't contain any name, any class name. Now see here, anonymous inner is equal to new anonymous inner and then open braces, and inside this we need to provide some methods and their implementation should end with a semicolon. So generally where we use this anonymous inner class concept means we use anonymous class whenever we need to override the method of a abstract class or interface. So let me show with one example so that you will get more clarity. Now see here what I am doing. New class anonymous inner test. Now see here what I'm doing. So when in what kind of scenarios we use anonymous inner class? We use anonymous class whenever we need to override the method of a abstract class or interface. Let me go with the interface. I am taking interface anonymous test. Now inside this interface I am having one method called void hello method. Dummy methods I am taking. Hello method, right? Now I want to provide implementations for this using anonymous constructor. Now see here, public class tester, and then let me write the main method. Just stop here what I'm doing. Let me write the main method. Now what is the syntax to create anonymous? So anonymous, some variable name is equal to new anonymous. In this we need to provide the implementations for what? The interface or class of a abstract methods. Now see here what I'm doing it now. So what is my anonymous? Anonymous test, some test is equal to new anonymous test. Now see here anonymous inner type, yes. Now here I overridden this method. Now here I'm typing SYSO of anonymous implementations. Now see here, so let me create the object for this class. Now see here what I'm doing. Simple call, what is that method? On that test reference test data, what is that method? Hello, yes sir. Test, yes, sorry, test dot, what is that method? Hello method. That's it. Now right click, run as Java application. Now see here what is the output I'm getting? Anonymous implementation or not? Yes. Even if you want you can implement this anonymous at a class level as well. This is at what level? Interface level. So let me explain with the class level. See here, anonymous test 1. Now see here what I'm doing. Just stop over here. Now let me take one class anonymous test. Inside this class let me take one abstract method, public abstract void display. Now so already is there any anonymous test? Yes. So as we know that whenever our class is having at least one abstract method, compulsory we should declare this class as a abstract, otherwise we'll get a compile time error. Yes. Now still it is given. Okay, already it's defined now. Let me change the name. Set. Good. Now anonymous test 1, both names seems like same, and the test. Right. Now see here what I'm doing. Let me write the main method and write anonymous. How can I write it? So anonymous test 1 test is equal to new anonymous. Now see here, yes, create anonymous type. Now here we are overriding what? That abstract method of that class. Now here I'm writing welcome to Soft. Now right click, run as Java application. So it's bit like yes, I'm not calling that method, right? Let me call that method test dot display method. Now right click, run as Java application. Now see here, welcome to what? Ramesh Soft, right? So next one. So what is the second category? Static inner classes. If we want we can declare a inner class as a what? Static. That is static nested class. So static is a keyword which we can apply for what? Variables, methods, and for inner classes. So we can declare inner class as a what? Static. That's why such kind of classes we can call as a what is that classes? Static inner classes. Now see here what I'm doing. Let me go with one example. Right click, new So when do we go for static? It means a static inner class is a nested class which is a static member of outer class. Yes, it can be accessed without instantiating the what? Outer class. So if the inner class is not static, then compulsory we should instantiate what? Outer class. But if we declare a inner class as a static, so it is not required to instantiate the what? Outer class object. So directly we can access through outer class with the inner class. Now see here how it is. Static inner test. So in Selenium they use the concept of this inner classes. I'll show you. So where they use this concept, like, right? Yes. Now see here what I'm doing. Class inner static 1. Inside this class I am taking inner static 2. Now, so can I declare outer class as a static? We cannot. But can I declare inner class as a static? Yes. Now see here what I am doing. So inside this class I am writing one method, greetings. Now public. Now SYSO I am writing Java with Selenium in real time. Now see here. Now I want to call this method. Now see here, as this static class, how can I access? Outer class dot inner class. Now see here, what is my outer class? Outer class dot what is my inner class? Inner class some test is equal to new. What is that? Outer class dot instantiate 2. Now call what is that method? Test2 dot greetings. Now see here, right click, run as Java application. Now see here, Java with Selenium in real time. Am I getting or not? Yes. That means static is a keyword which we can apply for variables, methods, and for inner classes, but not for outer classes. So a static inner class is a nested class which is a static member of outer class. Whenever we declare a nested class as a static without instantiating the outer class, we can access that inner class data. So this is one example of what? Static inner class. And when it comes to Selenium, we regularly use driver dot find element by dot id, by dot name, by dot xpath, by dot css selectors, etc. Right? So there by is an abstract class, outer abstract class. That by class is having 8 inner classes. Like let me show it here. Now see here. So how internally it will be there? Class abstract class by. This by class is having public static by id string id, and it is having total 8 methods as a part of this outer class. Now here I am having xpath, and we are having here css selector. So here css, like total we are having 8 methods. You people know. So in coming videos we'll discuss how these internal architectures are there, how it is implemented, all those concepts I'll show it in the Selenium. So how Java concept they used, how they implemented overloading, overriding concept, inner classes, outer classes, interfaces, inner interfaces mechanisms, all these things we'll see, constructors, how they used static keywords and all those things we'll see. And internally this class is having inner classes. What type of classes? Static classes. By id is one class. This class is having again 2 methods. Again it is having static class by xpath, like this by class is having how many static inner classes? 8 static inner classes it is having. By id, by xpath, by css, by linked text, by partial linked text, etc. Right? More elaborately we'll talk in coming videos in Selenium. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.